Yo, what's going on, boys? It's the largest man back for another great figure review, and today we have Corpse Pamela from the Neca Friday the 13th line. Now, this figure here, I got it a while ago. It came out a while ago. I think it's a pretty good figure, and I think it was like 20 bucks to get the figure, so it's not bad. And it's pretty good for the price, and it's good to fill the slot of a Pamela Voorhees in any Friday the 13th fans display. So for the box, I actually don't have it anymore. This is it. We came in the Neca line of like the 8-inch, or I think they're actually 8-inch figures that come with the cloth and everything, with way less articulation in those kind of like blister packs. They're not bad. This is the only one I have, and it's pretty decent, but the articulation is really lacking on it. But before articulation, we'll look at the paint and sculpt. I think the sculpt on the figure looks really good. They got a pretty good look of the face. It's pretty disgusting. And the hands too, that kind of grimy, nasty thing. I think it looks really good on all the sculpts. I don't know if this is reused from anything. I don't have any of the other Neca figures that would look grimy like that. We got some toe action on the boot there, looking nice. I don't know if it would be paint, but the detail on the pants and the cloth looks really good. All the weathering and detail looks very good. The burns, it looks like it was actually burned. I'm not sure if it was or not, but it looks really good. And all the holes on the sweater and everything. And the cloth looks good for a Neca figure. It fits nice. It lays over the body well, and it doesn't look terrible like some older Mezco figures look like that. Now, for articulation on this figure, it is pretty bad. It's hard to even get the figure to stand up, let alone articulate well. So at the head, looks up that far, down a little bit. Of course, you got the 360, a little tight, a little bit of pivot there too. At the arm, goes up about 90. There's a rotation at the shoulder. Seems like a single jointed bicep. I think that actually just broke. No, first breakage. Actually, no, it seems fine. So we got a single or a double jointed elbow actually. And at the hand, we have a swivel and a up and down hinge. At the waist, there seems to be a waist swivel, no ab articulation or anything of that sort. At the hips, it goes forward, kind of bad. It's the kind of joint that goes out to the side when you try and move it forward. So unless you're doing some sort of zombie dance party, this is not good articulation in the legs at all. Come to the knee, single jointed knee again. Nothing else really at the leg. At the foot, there's a up and down hinge that barely moves at all. No pivot, no swivel, no nothing. So there is going to be a lot of trouble. Put the arm down, trying to get this figure to stand up. Ooh. She's kind of leaning, but it looks good. For accessories, this figure actually doesn't come with any accessories. It's only the figure, and it's clothy, dirty goodness. There is, although, hair that you have on the head. It comes in like a package when you open the figure, so I guess it doesn't get damaged, which is so good. It feels really disgusting. It feels like a doll hair from like the dollar store or something. It just feels gross. It fits the look though, and it really completes it. So for some comparisons here with Pamela, let me try and stand her up as straight as possible. Alright, you're going to have to use the protractors to calculate the correct height out here, but bringing in GameStop exclusive Jason Voorhees, who he is exactly the same as all the rest of the Jasons, like part 3, 4, I think even part 5 too, New Beginning, yeah. They're all the same exact sculpt and body, so this figure fits for all that. So the comparisons you can see with that. I actually don't like how tall they made this figure. I think if they would have released it in the 7-inch scale, it would have been much better, because it would have fit with Jason being taller, because he's supposed to be huge, and she's actually taller than him, which is not right. So now for another comparison, the Mezco Jason This one makes it actually look like he's still a child and she is his mother, which if you want to get that, I guess you can, but you don't really want that because this is supposed to be Pamela after she's dead for a while and Jason is fully grown. So the scaling on this does not work at all, not even a little bit. Get these mans out of here. And to do a comparison of the head sculpts between this one and the head that came with the part 2 Jason, I believe. This one is a lot bigger, again, much out of scale. It doesn't really look the same, but I think they could both fit. You could even pull this head off of this figure and have either Jason holding it, or like I made the table display, you could have his table with his mom's head on it. I think either head would work. This one is more accurate, but this one is a little bit higher sculpt, better paint. Even it's got the gross hair. Move the head out the way now. Putting this man back in the back. For some final thoughts on this, I don't think anyone should be buying this figure unless you want it for a Friday the 13th display. Even if you're like a Neca fan, it's a bad figure. The articulation is terrible. The paint sculpt is pretty good. It's decently accurate. But even when you have decent paint and sculpt, if you can't really stand up the figure or use it in any sort of way, it's not enjoyable. So I do not recommend this figure. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Maybe I'll review like a hobgoblin or something, you know, never know. Keep you on your toes. All right, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.